we said one of the first rule of negotiation is to value what you have. How you able for take waiting God give you for create the tree, create the fruit, for create waiting for come out of. You get for wake up every day and value what you get. But rule number 2, never exaggerate your challenges. The rule number 3 says always negotiate with the future in mind. All problems get life cycle. All problems get expiry date. They came and then they go. No problem not they last forever. If you pressure yourself into desperation, you go sell yourself cheap. And if you still they argue me say you don't get nothing. That's even part of the problem. Because you don't realize that you get something, everybody gets something, call me now with nobody, I will show you what you get.
This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design.
Welcome back. This is the JB Podcast. I'm Joe Abbas Bangura. It's the platform we built for people who believe that they have a divine agency to shape and co-create their life with God. So therefore, they don't blame other people for what's going on in their life. They look for the circumstances they want. If they can't see the circumstances, they create those circumstances. So this is the army we're building, people who will shape their lives, not just shape their lives, but will shape their community and also shape our nation. We do part 2 of this session that I start in a series, negotiating for a future that is better than your present. Negotiating. Now, we started by saying that there's greatness in each and every one of us. But the problem is, when God gives you the greatness, now seed He gives us. Like any seed, any sign, you put mango seed in the ground. Mango seed no nice, it's not beautiful at all. It doesn't have anything. But that is what you have, and that is what will create the tree. So it's ultimately at the end of the day not just the seed, but it's the environment where you put the seed. And so we said in the last session in the series, in terms of negotiating, we said one of the first rule of negotiation is to value what you have. How you able for take waiting God give you for create the tree, create the fruit, for create waiting for come out of. You get for wake up every day and value what you get. Value what you get. Value what you get. We emphasize the point, and we don't want to go over it again. But rule number 2, never exaggerate your challenges. Never exaggerate your challenges. With the story we've been talk about one story in the Bible where talk about 2 of them born and twin the same day. But there's a prophecy where come say the 2 people they will get 2 kind of behavior, and therefore they go turn 2 kind nations. Because of the behavior and the manner of thinking and the way that they think, then they shape, now in the shape who that then they become. So 2 sons when are 2 types of people and they become 2 types of nations. Waiting they cause the difference by them. Number 1, this one person value waiting he gets, the other person not value waiting he gets. We already don't tell the story about the cocoa ebe. This one come, the big one come meet the small one they eat and say, give me ebe. Give me the food where you eat. The small one say, no, I know give the food where they eat, pass you sell, give me your birthright. You give me your birthright. Talk today with everybody here, say today now you know the big one. Give me the big for sake I eat. With the last one day, Esau did not value. This big brother not value waiting he get. He taking future. A giver for sake of waiting go benefit her one day. Because he did not value what he had. Think about this. So the second rule, never exaggerate your challenges, which is what this guy do. Do not exaggerate your challenges. He's saying, I am at the point of death. These are the points we're talking about, Genesis 25:32. He said that they can die so. Imagine, he meet yesterday. He don't sleep. He just be to say, go na farm, we come back, and I go for go hunting, he not get. But the brother say, that they can die so, waiting a birthright to me. I'm at the point of death. That's what exactly he said. I am going to die. He exaggerated his situation. He exaggerated what was going on. And, and what happened? He said, I'm about to die. One day, angry, they kill person. In fact, I can tell you, say, if you get water for the people, they take 40 days, they die. But because he don't exaggerate in position where they automatically don't put himself at a disadvantage to life. And, remember, say they negotiate with him, brother. Totally, completely don't negotiate. He don't disadvantage. He's totally don't disadvantage himself to him brother, to the person he negotiate with. And we can talk about negotiation later. But he was never going to die because of one day angry. But yes, if you make your situation desperate, you they look for excuse for desperate and risky solutions. Once you make your situation desperate, anything goes. It says desperate times, require desperate actions. Because for a person who's about to die, birthright don't mean nothing. So the person, he can just live in life like I can live and not get any future because they can't die now. But what he did was to exaggerate the problem where he gets. If you pressure yourself into desperation, you go sell yourself cheap. If you pressure yourself into desperation, you go sell yourself cheap. Now, whatever you want for use this, whichever way you want for translate this, whether not ladies where they come up, young men them where they come up, if you pressure yourself and make your situation look more desperate than it is, you dey sell yourself cheap. Your situation bad, but people in the way better pass. So your ability for just pause and say what thing happen to me not strange. No, other people are no battle, and me at the battle list I survive, but I can't mortgage my future. If you pressure yourself into desperation, you dey sell yourself cheap. So therefore, do not exaggerate what you need to go through. No exaggerate. There's another scripture where we say, now 1 Corinthians 10:13, that there has no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful. He would not suffer you to be tempted above what you are able to bear. Because with each temptation, he says he will provide a way to escape so that you will bear it. Which you go through tough, which you go through difficult, but it's not impossible. People don't go through what you go through and survive. So just knowing I could survive this, it changes the dynamics for you and no say, I cannot mortgage my life, I cannot mortgage my future. It's tough, it's difficult, but it's just the way of life. People don't go through this, and therefore I will go through this. All problems get life cycle, all problems get expiry date. They came, and then they go. No problem, not they last forever. Like how good times not they last forever. Not the same, you get the cycle. There's good, the toughness, and the good and the toughness. They come together. But no problem, not they last forever. So therefore, good negotiators, then they able for all them belly, so that then future, where they want, then they able for creator. They never exaggerate. Never exaggerate. Because once you exaggerate, you then minimize the options. Once you exaggerate your current situation, you then minimize the option. So that is rule of negotiation number 2. Don't exaggerate your situation. So therefore we go again. 2 things you need. Number 1, value what you have. And if you still, they argue me, say you don't get nothing, that's even part of the problem. Because you don't realize you get something, everybody gets something, call me now with nobody, I will show you what you get. I can prove to you. Then number 2, never exaggerate your problems, never exaggerate your challenges, never exaggerate your situation. When I come back, we will look at rule number 3 for negotiate, for make you get this future. Negotiate within life give you so that you can create the future where you want for say.
This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design.
Join our community today by subscribing to the JB Show on YouTube. Don't forget to like and turn on your notifications so that you never get to miss an update. All it takes is a click.
Transfer charges chop off a chunk of what you're sending. With no sonko, you can send money for free with AfriMoney any day, anytime, no matter the amount. Dial *161*1# now to send money for free with no charges. AfriMoney, no sonko.
Long before roads or rails, before signals filled the sky, there was Rokel, the river that connected us all. This basket bought food, paid school fees, It raised children and carried dreams. It held the economy in palm and straw. It brings power to our homes, food to our markets, and unity to our journey. This is the rhythm of Sierra Leone, from hand to hand, from shore to shore. But now that rhythm has evolved. Now the basket carries more. RCB SIM Cooper, for sending money from any phone. RCB Prepaid, for anyone, no account needed. RCB Cooper Card, your local power. RCB Visa, global reach in your wallet. Just like the river, your money can move freely across towns, borders, and time. From the village to the vault, the banker sees it all. One transaction, one river, move seamlessly. This is more than banking. This is Rokel, Commercial Bank, bank of choice.
This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design.
Welcome back. Rule number 3 for negotiating for a future that is better than your present. Rule number 3. The rule number 3 says always negotiate with the future in mind. Always negotiate with the future in mind. Sometimes, waiting at the time that people they succeed in their life now, the time horizon when they use for plan. If you take a decision now, when you think in a 1 week, no more that decision will affect you, or the benefit of this decision a 1 week now will affect you versus something will benefit you for the next 20, 30 years of your life. But you always negotiate for waiting, they call it self-gratification. So you can't put off the future for now. And so now waiting suits you now they do. So you wouldn't do any hard thing now, but it would always be at the expense of your future. Negotiate with the future in mind. So look at this small brother again. This small brother and a smart brother. You go see that wicked brother, but na capitalist, na businessman. And I make people not like businessman. You say wicked. If your big brother can ask you for ebe, why you not give ebe? Now wicked bobo no one. I make it go tell him brother. But life is about negotiation. Life is about negotiation. And so this small bobo take waiting he get ebe. He get pap. He not get birthright. And so he say, how can I exchange this? And for something bigger. So the thing when in for it today, in no mind, he go shave in belly and eat half of what he go supposed for it if not eat the food in one grain. But he says, I am exchanging this for something that is bigger. I'm exchanging this for something that is greater. He says, sell, give me your birthright. What are you exchanging your life for? And the danger is because they see your future, they see what you can become. That is why you need to expose yourself to them kind messages here. You need to expose yourself to them kind things as well they share. Because unless you believe that your future bright and your future bigger, why try? Why do anything? You don't. So that is why this is so important for make you start with. I shared the story about how the transformation starts in our life. Now, Reverend Bob Sinture, of blessed memory, he went to with parents, them with daddy. He said, Pa, would you pick here? They go talk to nations. I don't even get me O levels yet. But he said, Pa, would you pick in there? They would speak to the world. They would speak to nations. That's what Bob Sinture with me, daddy. Pa, would you pick here? I was talking about myself and my elder brother. My elder brother na bishop now, na church, and it's his crazy impact. We will not even get O levels yet. But that was the future we see. And what happened? Once we saw that future, we were ready to do the discipline we required at that point in time. And the radical transformation where we do for run away from Poyoba, run away from the girlfriend them, but sit down and study. She don't embrace herself because we negotiated with time for the future that was bigger, that was brighter, as opposed to the easier life. Even Tengo sit on Apoyoba. It's easy. Everybody sit on it. So, but Jacob used this small brother. He used waiting he get for negotiate for in future. What we had then, we had time, we had energy. We said, okay, how do we negotiate this for what I've become now? How do we negotiate this and become a chartered accountant several years down the line? Is of sell in future for in present comfort. The big brother, I sell me future, or I want to be comfortable today, I'm angry today. So therefore, it could have been go created your own food. If you go what spot for other person himself without selling birthright, then we go in for getting something for it. But again, like I said, once you make yourself desperate, you will leave yourself with no other option but for make you do it. So the future is cheap if you pay for it now. The future cheap if you pay for it now. Jacob knew the future belonged to the one who possessed the birthright, and he was able to buy it cheap. He paid for it. Now one game plate rest, now he paid for the future because he could see the future before it happened. I pulled a story the other day. We get some property. Somebody may sell a story about a property where he buys somewhere in a hill station, and the person they talk about, the first time we buy the property, we go there at well because road not even there for go down the property. You know how they talk about it in IMAT 1999 2000 IMAT. Road not even there for go down at the place. So he say he regrets that he really go put his money there. After 1 month, go to the place. After 1 month, we can meet somebody the beat block. Now I'm at there. Now for the car drive, opposite for the car drive. Now the person get this place. And what thing happen? What happened with IMAT? It's almost impossible to pay for the place. By the time they pay for it to government, 2-3 I begin develop, now like 7,000 leons, 7 million leons now I pay to government for that land there. Almost for one town now IMAT. He paid for the land in 1999 because he paid for it. Knowing waiting at that place they will go become whether it be no or no, but he paid for the future beforehand. The future is cheap because he paid for them. Then, the value that he has now for that property there, it's almost times over what he had paid originally. And so this gentleman did that and said, good, they give me rest now, but give me your birthright. They give you the food now, but not for your birthright. The future is cheap if you pay for them now. And what is that future with it before you where you need for pay for? See what you could become. Hang around people that would get you to see. Because I say again, once Reverend Bob into a blessed memory says, Pabu, then you pick in the head and go talk to nations. Once we saw that, that's the future we could become. We were able to make all the sacrifices that was required. Then, age 22, I was 22. My elder brother was 25 years, then 10 and then we said, nah. We company and say, look at us, they don't even enjoy their life. Enjoyment? What's in enjoyment? Now, me, they define enjoyment for myself. We define the enjoyment for me. That it doesn't have to be go sit on a Puyoba. It doesn't have to be getting the 6th girlfriend. It doesn't have to be. We redefine enjoyment for ourselves. We sit down, we begin study. Roll we book. We learn like we at lunch. Oh, but then what happened? We sacrificed all the comfort we've been forgetting 10 and day. And that's what we have used to build what we have now. So life gave us a seed. And other than the seed, now everything we know, so it been inside like the seed inside me. Everything that I've become, the chartered accountant and everything. So even the time where I've been get the 27, 28, 39 per O levels, now I get 40 almost down there. I get 40 something, now I get per O levels. What I am now was there. Was in me as a seed. And all I had to do now for systematically nurture the seed with the rules of negotiations, valuing what I have, not exaggerating what I was going through in my transition period, and negotiated with the future in mind. These 3 things brought us to where we are today. You can also follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Like and share our content. Help someone you care for design their own life. Please help somebody you care for to design their own life. On behalf of our sponsors, AfriCell, AfriMoney, RC Bank, I want to close with what we close with every show. This is the only belief that matters. If you think you can, you can, because your behavior will follow those beliefs. And if you think you can't, you won't. Because your behavior would follow those beliefs. Until next time, continue to design your best life.
This is the JB Show, and it's your life by design.